When you're interviewing for a setting role and they ask, do you have any questions for us? The absolute worst mistake you can make is saying no. Here's exactly what to ask in your interview so you don't end up on a dead offer making zero money. I've learned this after landing 99% of the roles that I've interviewed for to work for companies and people like Ashton Hall, Publishing.com, and Viral Coach with Daniel Isles. And not to mention, I've interviewed over 300 setters. All right, so the first question we have is how old is the offer and what's the revenue and also the cash collected for the past month and also the past 90 days. You need to know if this thing's actually making money or if you're about to be the guinea pig that they're gonna test on. Because if there's no cash rolling in, you're not gonna make any money. Also, where are the leads coming from? Is it Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, paid ads? Are they inbound, outbound? Is it warm? Is it cold? This is gonna tell you how hard your job is gonna be on day one. Now, question number 2, is there another setter on the offer already? If so, what are their weekly commissions and how long have they been there? This is gonna tell you the ceiling that you can hit. If the setter's been there for 2 months, making $2,000 a month, there's your answer. All right, we got question number 3. What are the setter's KPIs? How many dials, conversations, sets, DMs, follow-ups are expected per day? We're asking this question because you need to know what you're signing up for. Question number 4, is there a base pay or is it commission only? And what percentage of cash collected am I going to get paid on? Our question number 5, is there training provided or do I have to figure this out myself? Who's training me? How often are the team calls happening? Every day or once a week? How long do they go for? This is very important because if your offer doesn't have training at all, this means that you're going to have to invest within yourself to get the proper training to be the top rep on the offer. Also, I do want to mention if there's no team training on the company that you're working with, more than likely you're probably going to leave in the long term just because you're going to feel like that there's no growth there. All right, question number 6, who's the closer and what's the close rate? So I think this is pretty obvious because if the closer can't close, your sets won't matter no matter how good they are and you won't get paid. Last question, based on what you learned from me today, do you have any concerns about me performing on this offer? Now, this question makes them picture you already on the team, and if they have a concern, you handle it right there like you would an objection on the call. Now, here's a bonus question. Is there any reason why you wouldn't hire me over the other candidates? Now, this question also brings up the real concern that they have, and you can handle it right there like an objection. Save this for your next interview. These questions will tell you everything you need to know before you ever dial a single lead and perform on a solid offer. If you want to know how to get hired and pass every single interview that you take, just comment the word setter down below, and I'll send over an in-depth training.